Welcome back guys to another one, and let's have a look at some cool RGB RAM from Silicon Power with their Turbine series. Despite the fact that we are approaching the end of the DDR4 life cycle, this doesn't mean we can't still get good deals when it comes to RGB RAM kits. These XPOWER Turbine series from Silicon Power are just that, a best buy even in today's global chip and semiconductor shortage. I will examine two kits from this range, the 16GB 3200 MHz CL16 priced at $90 and the 32GB 3600 MHz CL18 which costs $180. The third main option, if you're curious, comes in a 4133 MHz CL19 flavor. They have an excellent branding since the packaging is divided in two halves, the left side that shows the actual RAM stick, while the other employs a visual depiction of the RAM kit in action. Then it's easy to tell that these memory modules have RGB and they support the built-in light software from all of the major motherboard vendors. Inside we have the RAM sticks securely nested in this plastic tray. Right, here they are. We have a 10-layer black PCB with a gunmetal grey 2-part aluminum heatsink. Height-wise they are 40.8mm tall from the contact PCB to the top, thus when installed the clearance should be under 40mm. Also located here is the main spec sticker. As for the fun bits, here are the top mounted full-length light bars. As you'll see later, they have a nice color spread. So here they are installed in my Dan A4 SFX case, and as you can tell they have plenty of space given the 52mm clearance of the enclosure. Finally, let's enjoy the RGB show. My motherboard is an Asus Strix B550i, which has no problems to detect and interact with the Turbine RGB kits. As for the testing routine, I will benchmark them at stock XMP DOCP profiles and then I will overclock them further to see how much free performance I can squeeze out of them. Now this is what I got in terms of overclocking. For the 32GB kit I managed to reach 4000 MHz by increasing the VDIMM voltage from the stock 1.35 volts to 1.425 volts. And more importantly with the same stock latencies and 1T command rate, but with a small penalty in the TRC subtimings 92 versus 83. I consider this an even better overall results because that's an ideal scenario when it comes to RAM kits to increase the speed without sacrificing on the looser main timings front. As for the 16GB kit, here I only managed just 200 MHz increase with 1 point penalty for the TRCD and TRP subtimings, also TRC 78 versus 74, but still a good OC value despite the fact that it required 1.45 volts. Then I tried to match the 4133 MHz value from their third official Turbine series kit when overclocking the 32GB kit, but they required way too much voltage, over 1.45 volts in my book for safe daily usage, even with looser timings. Regarding the 16GB kit, I wish they could be more flexible as their sibling, but that's the Silicon lottery for you. This being said, I strongly recommend that you don't touch the SoC voltages since this will create instabilities for the PCIe Gen 4 AMD motherboards. Right then, so you just saw the graphs and there will be some mixed results, but overall there were some empirical gains in the synthetic tests. Now for a gaming session, here is one benchmark run in the latest Assassin's Creed title Valhalla. The numbers are quite tight since I updated both the Nvidia drivers and the game since my last RAM review. Well, there you have it guys. These Turbine series from Silicon Power have been on the market for quite some time now, and the RGB implementation was the last box to check in order to satisfy a broader audience. Both kits in my test today gave some pleasant surprises in the overclocking department, especially the 32GB one, and thus this combo of speed, timings and capacity will ensure their place in the market until DDR5 will arrive. The low footprint under 40mm when installed gives this RGB kit a slight advantage over the competition, where you either go for a pure LP kit or sacrifice some clearance for the RGB eye candy. All in all, I think these kits are most definitely a best buy, and I would love to see more color options for the heatsinks, but I think you can't have them all. Thank you for watching guys, and see you in the next one. Alex out.